Largest battle in the history of mankind, with over 70 nations fighting together, all equipped with advanced mechanical battle armor. Why did the Human Alliance go to such lengths? It turns out that 5 years ago an asteroid crashed into Europe, and then an alien species called the Mimic swept across the continent. In the last 5 years, millions of people have died in battle. The human race was unable to resist the Mimic's power. 5 years later, the Alliance forces used mechanical battle armor to defeat the Mimics at the Battle of Verdun. A hero, known as the Angel of Verdun, was born. He killed hundreds of Mimics in one day. From then on, Rita became a symbol of the Union Army and an ambassador for recruiting soldiers. The Union Army wanted to capitalize on Verdun's momentum. They were ready to commit more troops to fight the impersonators to the death. Cage, a media officer who has never been to war before, is sent to the front by the general by mistake. Cage wakes up in a frontline base. He is demoted to private and given the charge of desertion. The commanding officer assigns him to an odd squad. At dawn, all the members of the squad put on their mechanical armor, but Cage was still obedient. No one even told him how to pull the safety on his weapon. They're about to jump into the fray 100 meters into the air, but just then the transport was suddenly attacked. But Cage made it into the battlefield. He was stunned by what he saw. The coast of Verdun was a slaughterhouse and the Allied forces were almost slaughtered. The operation was a surprise attack, but the impersonators were well prepared for it. It was more like a trap designed by the Mimics. Even the brave Rita died on the battlefield. Until now, Cage hadn't known how to open the safety. He asked his teammates anxiously, but they had no time for Cage. Just then a Mimic burst out of the ground. It took out the team in an instant. In the nick of time, Cage managed to turn on the safety and kill the Mimic. But before he could rejoice, an even bigger Alpha Mimic appeared in front of him. In the nick of time, Cage picked up the explosives and ended up with the Alpha. The next thing he knew, blue blood was covering Cage's body. He wakes up again from the base, back to the day before the operation began. He had even memorized the commander's lines.
The only true heroes are forged.
But no matter how he explained it, no one believed him. He was taken back to his familiar squad, the same feral group of men. It was the same thing as yesterday.
Trust me, you'll come around.
Cage was brought into the fray again, but this time he's got the safety on. The transport was also attacked. This time Cage managed to save Rita, but he got a hole in himself. Rita, in turn, unceremoniously took his batteries. Holy fuck! Cage was resurrected once again. This time he reaches out to the commander and gives him all the details of what will happen next. Not only that, but he named all the members of the squad, except for one uncommunicative teammate. But even so, he was gagged and forcibly sent into battle. He tried to warn everyone that they should get in early, but he was too late. Cage jumped first and managed to save his teammate who was about to die in an accident.